Good morning, you guys. It is Tuesday, December 22nd, I believe, and I'm going to be so incredibly busy today because today is baking day. On top of that, I wasn't home yesterday when I normally would have been home doing chores and all that kind of fun stuff, so today's also laundry day. I hope this doesn't gross you out, but this is my laundry situation. Laundry, laundry, laundry. Oh, look, more laundry. More laundry. Laundry coming out my ears. So, this is what I'm going to be making today. And this is just the start of it. I'm hoping to power through this, but I do have a couple more things in mind. I'm making double chocolate banana bread. If you guys want, I can leave a link in the description box below where I got these recipes, but I'm making double chocolate banana bread. That is specifically requested by my husband. I am making fantasy fudge. I'm making oatmeal scotchies. If you've never heard of oatmeal scotchies, I don't know what to say. It's basically oatmeal butterscotch cookies, and they are so delicious if you like butterscotch. And then I'm also going to be trying a new recipe, which reminds me I did not get out everything that I need for this one, but I'm going to be making no-bake Biscoff? I don't really know how you say that. Cookies. So I bought this at the store the other day. Let me pull it out and show you guys. I'd never had it before, but I bought this. And then I tried some of it on a spoon by itself. And holy cow, it is so good. So I'm going to make cookies with it, because if I don't, I will eat this whole jar with a spoon and nothing else, because it is delicious. So the kids are in there trying to stay happy for a little while. I'm going to show you, well, that's why Kyler's crying, because now she's alone. I'm going to show you guys what I got going on over here, and then I'm going to get to baking. Haha, I said bacon. Okay. I have measuring devices, cocoa, butter, mixer, flour, sugar, all the baking yumminess. A ginormous vat of chocolate chips. And that's not even all the chocolate chips. I won't go through all those today, I don't think. Maybe, oh gosh, I hope not. And then I've got all this yummy goodness. All of this. Yeah. You name it, it's in there. So, I gotta get busy. I'm gonna get bacon. I said bacon again. Okay guys, so it is 2 o'clock. It's been a few hours since I last talked to you, and baking day is not going well. Let me just put that out there. So the first thing I made this morning was my chocolate banana bread, and I think that turned out fine. I haven't tasted it yet, but it looks good, it smells good. No weirdness happened while I was trying to make it, so I think we're good with the banana bread, which is good because that was actually the one thing that was specifically requested. Then I made fudge, And I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this or not, but I'm gonna try to show you. Okay, this is the sugar I was using. And I don't know if you can tell, but the granules are like, they're big. They're not very fine at all. Apparently, that's a bad idea. Because now, my fudge, like when you make fudge, your sugar basically kind of dissolves. It melts completely. It never did. And so my fudge was a complete bust, and I have to throw it away. And not only do I not have the ingredients to make any more fudge, I don't have the patience to make any more fudge, because it is you have to sit and stir it and stir it and stir it and stir it forever. My arm felt like it was going to fall off, and then it didn't even turn out. So on that. Then, while I already had my oven nice and hot from doing, can you guys see? Wait, right there. That's Albert. Okay, so while my oven was still hot, I decided to go ahead and throw in my first batch of chocolate chip cookies. Let me show you how those turned out. You guys, I'm actually pretty proud of the fact that I can bake fairly well, but my oven was clearly too hot. Oh my gosh. The good news is that this was only going to be one batch. This was like one batch out of probably 6, so it's not that big of a deal. But after the fudge was completely just a disaster, and then the cookies ended up like this, I was like, I'm done. And I turned off the oven, and I went to my bedroom, and I sat down, and I got on Periscope, and I vented to some of you who happened to catch me, and I just took a few minutes to let my anxiety kind of come down a little bit. And then we had some lunch, and then I cleaned up the kitchen a little bit, even though you can't even hardly tell. And so now I'm ready to kind of jump back into the baking. And I've got, see, I still have plenty of chocolate chip cookie dough ready to be baked. I still need to make my oatmeal scotchies. And I'm still planning on making these cookies, which luckily these are no bake, so I shouldn't burn them. Oh my gosh, you guys. I mean, this is again one of those situations where you just have to laugh. You just have to laugh and say whatever and move on. Because I could seriously let this stress me out. So, I'm gonna get back to baking, and we're gonna see how this goes. And I wanted to tell you, if you are on Periscope and you're not following me, there's a link in the description box below this video where you can find me on Periscope. And I'm really starting to kind of like Periscope. I like watching other people's scopes, and I'm going to try to get more into scoping when I have a good enough internet connection at my house. So if you guys want to follow me there, you can find me. And I've only scoped twice now, but I'm hoping to get to the point that I scope every day. I'm hoping. Would you guys like that? Some of you would. I know you would. So I'm gonna get to baking, and pretty soon, here in the next couple of hours, I'm going to start dinner, which is French dip sandwiches, and I am gonna show you guys how I'm making those, so stay tuned for that. Okay guys, so I'm about to start working on dinner, and things have not exactly gone as I had hoped today. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you how I make dinner. I'm having to do it a little bit different tonight, just because life happens. But if you guys remember the first batch of cookies that I showed you, I tried 3 more times to get my cookies to turn out right, and they turned out the same way every single time. It was a disaster. So Kyler wants to say hi to you guys. Are you saying hello? Okay, so this is what I do. Normally I do this in my slow cooker, in my crock pot. I use this Better Than Bouillon beef base, and I mix this with water. So it basically is like the same as, oh thank you, go give it to brother. It belongs to him. It basically, this is what you can use to make your own beef stock. And this is what I have always used for my au jus. This is all that I use. I don't use anything else, and it always turns out really, really, really well. So I'm gonna see if I can move the camera so that you can see. Are you being silly? Yes. So I'm gonna show you real quick. I've just got 2 teaspoons of that in this pan right here. And I'm gonna add some water to it. I'm gonna add hot water because I want it to whisk in really nicely and quickly. I'm gonna turn my water on real quick, let it get hot. Shouldn't take but a second. Okay, I'm gonna put some water, I'll be right back. Say hi. Hi. Okay, so this is what I've got. Oh, I guess I should show you guys. I hope I can show you this while I do it. So as you can see, the beef bouillon is down in the water. I'm just gonna whisk it all in. And like I said, normally I would do this in my crock pot. And I might have got a little bit too much water here. I probably did. So I'm probably gonna need to add a little bit more base. But I'm gonna taste it before I add any more because this can be really, really strong. And it's really salty. So you gotta be kind of careful how much you add. I totally do this by taste. There's no recipe. Oh, but that's weak. That still needs more. Okay. Hold on 1 second. So yeah, this is what I do. And then what I'm gonna do once I get this to the right, basically flavor that I want it to be, I'm going to put in some deli roast beef. And I'm gonna let it simmer for probably a good ½ hour. And then I will show you guys what I do at that point. Okay guys, so I've got my liquid here and all I'm gonna do, I ended up adding about probably another 1.5 teaspoons. And I also added, I forgot to tell you that I also add some black pepper, but other than that, I don't put anything in this. This is just sliced roast beef. And sometimes I will have this sliced fresh at my deli at the grocery store, but I've done it this way and this turns out really good too. Now the one from the grocery store deli is going to be the best option, but this one is pretty good. So I'm just going to get all of this in here, and I do have 2 packages of it because I'm trying to feed a lot of people. And then I'm going to turn on my stove to about medium high. And this is gonna simmer for about ½ hour, and then I will show you guys what it looks like when it's finished. Okay guys, so this is the almost the final step. Basically, I've pulled all of our meat out of the juice, and you can see over here I just left the au jus. We'll use that to dip in. I have 6 sandwiches here, and under each one there's meat. I mean, that's kind of a lot of meat, it's not crazy. But then I just take 2 slices of provolone cheese and put it on each sandwich, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven and let all of this cheese melt. Kyler wants to say hello. Say hi. I'm going to let all of this cheese get melty, and then I will pop the tops on these and we will eat them, and that's pretty much it. So like I said, we use provolone cheese. I've also had these made in the past with Swiss, I believe, but we just really like provolone, so that's what we use. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven, and then I'll show you what they look like when they're finished. Okay guys, so this is the final product. It's basically just roast beef with melted cheese on a hoagie, basically, and au jus, and we're having French fries, and that is our dinner for tonight.